Globalization affects this world and the people of this world in many ways. The idea of making the entire world like a single country, connecting of different parts of the world, resulting in the expansion of international, cultural, economic, and political activities.
Globalization.
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 Globalization. Globalization.
Globalization.
And now, join us as we enter the world where we are connected but alone.
This video explaining the impact of globalization and how people communicate. Sherry Tego shows the video Connected but Alone. But how are daily life and technology? What has the impact of globalization in our lives? Group 3 is here to present to you the different opinions about Connected but Alone.
Most of us are using social medias and gadgets, and we all know that it helps us in many ways, but it also gives disadvantages and affects our verbal communication with other people, especially with our families. In Connected but Alone, the Sherry Turkles, she addresses about how technology impacted our social relationships with other people nowadays. And one of her lines that got my attention, in which she addresses, is that they do not only change what we do, they change who we are. In that line, I realized that she is right. The fact that our communication with other people nowadays has been different ever since the technology has evolved. We become increasingly reliant on technology. We prefer texting, doing emails, rather than communicating with one another personally.
Nowadays, we live in a technological universe. The advantage we can now easily access through internet by the use of their trending applications like Facebook and Instagram. Made meetings through Zoom meetings, Google Meets, or even in Facebook accounts. The disadvantage of our technological world is many got scammed by using unknown accounts and got addicted more on computer and other mobile games. The result of globalization is the expansion of internal, cultural, economic, and physical activities, such as in companies to find lower cost ways to procedure their products and develop countries live better on a less money.
Technology is a great way for us to have a communication and be with us when we're alone. Every one of us wants to be with somebody, someone who will listen to us, who will understand and will never judge us. And in this time that we have, technology is the most suitable option for it. But the question is, why are a lot of people are still into technology? Why are we using this kind of technology nowadays? And that made me realize how important our relationship to technology is. That is the reason why we have Facebook and Twitter, because there are people who listens to us. Even if we just shared our random thoughts and opinions, there are people who listens to us. And it is very important that we are heard, we are understood, and that we are able to express ourselves. But sad to say that every time we use technology, communication is always left behind. In that case, there are a lot of times that communication doesn't really matter at all. Now, we choose to be more connected rather than having a conversation.
Globalization connects the world to the trade and technology that captures the scope of economic and social changes. It shows the growing independence of the economy, culture, population, and information. We can completely associate with somebody who is large number in miles away progressively and the impact and significance. Global communication was significantly impacted by globalized, and the development of various communication skills has been crucial for corporate success. Technology has significantly altered the nature of the economy. Different sorts of online business has exploded and are widely used thanks to the This quick and effective.
Alone together is being together while not being together. This means that people nowadays don't have real connections or make real conversations at all, despite being physical together because their focus is in another world. We almost forget that even when we are together because of the technology, we may forget to enjoy the opportunity to be with our family physically because of that gadget that we are being addicted to this. Technology globalization. With the increase in technology, there's a drastic change in the way that people perceive things. People are dependent on technology for everything and for whatever they do in life.
They say technology is the new default, in which by now, technology almost rules us. From our homes, schools, and works, technology is in it. When it comes to globalization, technological innovation has aided it by providing the infrastructure. On the other hand, the speaker said, connection shifts to isolation. How? We can communicate through the gadgets. Whenever we are, that makes us isolated. The face-to-face interaction being lessened by it. For me, we really need to manage our time, our friends, family, through having a bond with them. That one will help us to be the best version of ourselves.
And now, we should always remember that keeping united and connected helps us in our daily lives and making this world a better place to live in.
We expect more from technology and less from each other. And I ask myself, why have things come to this? And I believe it's because technology appeals to us most where we are most vulnerable. And we are vulnerable. We're lonely, but we're afraid of intimacy. And so from social networks to sociable robots, we're designing technologies that will give us the illusion of companionship without the demands of friendship. We turn to technology to help us feel connected in ways we can comfortably control.